Okay, let's go.
So, I'm doing this video looking at my levels for the week. So we'll start with ES, and that will give us our directional bias for any intraday and overnight swings for NQ. So looking at the levels here, we've got some nice clear levels to work from on the weekly. So this line here, this is the new the yearly opening price. So it was around 6,900, I think 6,902 to be exact. We then kind of went sideways for the beginning of the year. Then we had this nice sell off down here, and then this historic push up over April. Um, if we zoom in to these top levels here, this red line is the equal distance swing from the sell off. So that's an equal move both ways here, and that's why we've got it marked. So going into this week, if we stay below these two levels, so the level above is just 50% of this wick. If we stay below this on a daily close, we've got levels below to work from. Go down to the daily. We've got this nice gap level here, which is around the low of what's that? Wednesday the 6th. So Tuesday the 5th to Wednesday the 6th open. You've got a nice gap there. And then we've got this level here from this breakout candle. Obviously, if we trade above this and through this 50% of the wick, then we're going to be bullish to the next 200-point swing, which is here. So this gives us nice directional bias, easy to kind of check in to see where we're at, to see what the most probable trade is. Right now, on kind of early Monday afternoon, we're looking at a bearish bias so far, but anything can change once New York opens. So close of day today, that is going to give us the biggest clue on how we're going to trade the rest of the week. So moving to NQ to get our kind of daily day trade levels. So kind of similar outlook, bit of a sell-off on Friday. Not much going on today, kind of bang at the open as of now. So the line in the sand for NQ, we'll check this in a minute on the lower time frame, but I believe it was around 29,330-ish. So that was last week's point of control. We'll double check that in a sec. So if we're below there, I've got a bearish bias, and the two clearest levels similar to ES. I kind of shared these on Instagram as well last week. I think targeting these two levels here, and just watching for reactions there. So we get a bearish setup, and we're close to these levels. So right now, what are we? So we could head there today, but it'd be a big move. I would say if we stay bearish today and there's a bearish setup tomorrow, then this would be a good target for tomorrow, and then just watching for a reaction. I've already traded today, so I won't be taking anything else today, but this is what I'll be watching for tomorrow if we stay bearish. If we get above there, obviously, obvious target is previous high. If we push up against there, then like ES, we go for the equal distance swings, which NQ has been around 270 swings. And that takes us to a nice big round number as well of 30,000. So there we've got some upside targets and downside targets. Let's look at last week's price action on the 5 minutes. It's bigger. We'll look at the volume profile on this too. Yeah, so point of control was from last week's price action was 29,329. Okay, so there or thereabouts. We'll move that down just so accurate. Value area high, value area low, so we can be looking out to see what's happening there too. From this morning, we see we reclaimed last week's value area low and then pushed back above. We haven't retested the point of control yet. So these are all levels you can trade off for intraday day trading stuff. So next we want to zoom in on today's price action just to see how we then use these levels to trade and watch for reactions. So I'm just going to mark the value area high and low to go with the point of control. So it's to green. Value value area low lines up nicely with Friday's low. Okay, now we can get rid of the volume profile. So I just like to use that on the weekly. I'm going to put my daily session indicator on, zoom in. And this is what we got today. Price opened, pushed down through Asia. This box here is Asia. We then kind of push back up into London. So the trade I got today, I come to the charts here at 8:30. Literally opened my computer and seen that we were rejecting the 200 moving average, and we were above the volume area low. So a nice simple play. I just entered here, aiming for this volume area low, previous day low retest. So we got that. It was a super quick trade. It was around 6 minutes, I think, and it was just over 50 points. So beautiful to be done so quick for the day. If I was trading again today, I would be just waiting till New York opens and just see what it does around these levels. So I'd be looking to trade. If I was going to trade, I'd be looking to let New York open, see what happens, and just try and get a reaction up any of these levels to then play the next one up. So if we react bullish against the test of these lows, then the next obvious move would be a push up to around the point of control. And that's how I get my setups every day. I'm just looking at reactions at levels. This one was a textbook. We were rejecting dynamic resistance. We just took Asia highs and we're pushing back down. So entered short. I waited till I got close to my target, then just trailed aggressively. And yeah, nothing much to say about that. It was a lovely trade. So tomorrow, what I'll be doing is just having a check to see what the rest of the day done, and then confirming my bias on the bigger picture using that ES chart that we looked at first, and then playing that bias against the setups that we get on the smaller time frames, looking at the session highs and lows. So yeah, that's it for the levels for these next couple of days. Mark these bigger levels on your charts and just take note on how price reacts around them. It's just easy to give you them overall macro biases for the next targets above and below, and look for your individual setups around them, because these are usually good decision points. Um, Give me a message or leave a comment if there's anything you want to know about how I get these levels or how I get my setups. And good luck this week. Hope you all make money.